Hello and welcome to Mobile Gaming News Weekly. We are the gaming on phone team that specializes in bringing the mobile gaming news to your feet at the earliest availability.
To start off this week, Take-Two, the parent company of Rockstar Games and titles like GTA, 2K and Red Dead Redemption, has acquired all the outstanding shares of Zynga, the mobile game developer behind titles like Star Wars Hunters and Farmville, for a whopping $12.7 billion. This is so far the biggest acquisition in the history of video game industry, and this led to bringing a lot of cross-platform IPs in the coming years. Microsoft Corporation has announced the shutdown of Forza Street in spring 2022. The game was released on April 15, 2019 for Windows 10 and on May 5, 2020 for Android and iOS. The developers have not mentioned any specific reason as to why the game is shutting down. In their official statement, they have expressed gratitude to the players' community. They also mentioned that they will be using this experience to build new and exciting Forza products. Krafton and PUBG Santa Monica, the makers of the popular battle royale game PUBG Battlegrounds, has filed a federal complaint in Los Angeles against Google, Apple and Sea for copyright infringement in Free Fire. The lawsuit states that Garena's Free Fire and Free Fire Max have copied several components of the game, and they have been making a profit at the expense of Krafton. These copied components include the chicken dinner theme and various locations and art styles of the game. What are your thoughts on this lawsuit? Do let us know in the comments below. Level Infinite, Arkansas Games, Disney and Cameron's Lightstorm Entertainment have now announced their upcoming MMORPG shooter game called Avatar Reckoning. The game will be set in the fictional world of Pandora. Nothing much has been revealed until now, but it is expected that the game will most likely have a campaign in which players will get to explore the visually appealing world alongside PvP modes. We'll make sure to update you guys as more information is shared, so do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Next up, EA Sports UFC players are finally going to watch the sunset of the game, as EA Sports has announced the shutdown of the game by the end of January 2022. To be exact, the game will be no longer available from January 31st. Along with this update, EA has also confirmed a new game named EA Sports UFC Mobile 2, which will be arriving soon. With the release of the new UFC Mobile, it is expected that EA will be going to focus more on the new game, bringing regular content updates and events based on the lessons that EA learned from their previous mistakes. Project Winter, a popular social deduction game that was out on PC, Xbox, PlayStation and the Switch, is now going to release soon on mobile by Bold Trend Games. Similar to a lot of other multiplayer social deduction games, this game involves survivors who must complete different tasks and then escape. In order to try out the game, players can sign up for the Android version if they're in the US or Canada. Clash of Beasts, the intriguing tower defense strategy game from Ubisoft's Abu Dhabi studio, is now available on both Android and iOS platforms. Clash of Beasts is a visually impressive strategy title in which you play as a mercenary with an inviolable ability to command titanic beasts in battle. The gameplay revolves around a core loop of collecting beasts, sending them into battle, claiming rewards in the form of resources, and then plowing these resources into your beast army so that you're even more powerful on your next go-around. Moving next, Gameloft has announced that Idle Siege, a relaxing and stress-free yet delightfully engaging idle strategy game, is now available on Android and iOS devices worldwide. Players will be able to take a role of a mighty warlord sent to test their mettle against the unconquerable islands, making critical strategic decisions from a siege camp and tactical decisions from the battlefield. Developed by Honix Studios and Quantum Frog, El Hijo, A Wild West Tale is now set to release on mobile devices by Handy Games on the 25th of January 2022. The story of the game revolves around a 6-year-old named El Hijo, who must always sneak past the dangers of his world. The epic journey of the protagonist leads him through various places such as a remote monastery, a harsh and unforgiving stretch of desert, and a frontier town rife with crime and villainy. The iOS and Android releases are set to be priced at $9.99. LT Games announced the launch of its casual tycoon simulation game Turmoil on iOS and Android. Inspired by the oil rush in 19th century North America, the visually charming game developed by Dutch studio Gamius pits players against the wily rivals in a bid to become successful oil entrepreneur and the mayor of the town. Turmoil leverages real-time strategy gameplay as players build up their empires. That wraps it up for this weekly updates. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future news and updates.